Okay, enti nyamiadom ye wonkwam ya sanso ehye mame for latest sports stories so and from Rafacha me nansen yem say na yama fache anajono yentimi ama ya sanso ehye bio latest sports stories ni nyina, and of course you know so this is your usual back to back latest sports updates. Mami cheche ni mani munyina a watetie bia wonti ase aba mi cheche ni munyina nkyerɛw me no ka se sie UEFA form penyufo aba bedru Camp Nou anopa Barcelona form penyufo omo ye in charge led by Elena Fort, Madam Helena Fort, vice president ekɔ twɛn UEFA for no abrofo simple UEFA form fans susu omo no mabɔ omo white top na khaki na bag bobo mochi simple sa no UEFA form penyufo no ni nyina no se omo ba behwe Camp Nou na manase ma cheche nyema ekoso Camp Nou nsensam you see Barcelona for ekosre UEFA for enrechi say inka draw na bekoso on the 28th of this month August no inka UEFA for omo pade no mo kakra se ne be ya se ye draw na Barcelona na bebo first game e wo fia inka omo ensano na bia mo nyene first game ka Barcelona nkwa away uti se ne be ya ka Camp Nou be ye ready UEFA for say omo so saade no so nti omo ball saade na etugo ye UEFA for insist say e draw no de say draw ne ba na away na Barca be ko ade omo an wuti so say home omo be home omo sesa saade ne fa ma Barca nti that was updated by no with regard to stadium no but na arrangement ni nyina na say mpanyifo ne ba hwe Camp Nou na omo access se Camp Nou na Barcelona for di fonyi ene niam bebre de ba bonten se omo wie no kwa sam so omo wie ana eye no krese de Barcelona e ka no eye no kra na nti UEFA for na ka se de omo ni e ba behwe omo hwe wie then they will take decisions se Barcelona for be mama bobo ni bi wo ho ana se ye ba mo bobo no enso e wo ho de ho no ebereche ezi Arsenal Tottenham enchiro ebereche eze ye nyina na yenim say here we go Tottenham well Tottenham afi omedi emia pa I know said there are players that they were linked to Tottenham amfa ebi bebre na and I know and I tell some Morgan Rogers here we go na amaso the boy they extended the contract what's not it's a better ezedie boy ne Tottenham akasa aye bibie wi obianim so edem afa apeke adena peke iti omo no mo penintam awie deal because me catch us say no mo pese omo de bereche eze ekobo game against Manchester City weekend it's almost sending documents na de ma Crystal Palace for na Palace musumun signing from na yenye ntem Palace for see yeba munya butre yeba hey Tottenham for this omu buefu Crystal Palace for mo na che say muna na mudi a rough side che say munim say Arsenal for beba na mo say da and the documents bremo a munya butre yeba sign dia mo sisi hey Tottenham for dwa Palace for the brutal because initially now was a bereche eze echo Arsenal they had agreed on 50 million pounds plus 10 million pounds add-ons which is 60 million and an Arsenal for negotiating a month ago for this boy it's in so but not Crystal Palace for June to and Arsenal for walking off the deal only for last Friday and Arsenal sounds to be sa boy no one see but Sunday now Arsenal any boy na can say we say yebeba no ma catch a Crystal Palace for say yebeba say Tottenham for do mo yebeba munya botre ti Sunday no na Arsenal for clear Andrew better in fact enra cross na ye open training session so who Andrew better na for the tare na so sa menya sa picture na or ye course san enye easy open training session akote kona akwa ne ye oh Charlie Akwani ye course san do better. Intenya easy. Well, it's course in no. And then say oh yeah arrangements no say no. My boy don't go. Already when him say I better chase it. My can several times to say Arsenal and the Tottenham. Obefa Arsenal. Because per Arsenal. The down for 4 Arsenal. Now down for pa any Bukayo Saka. That is quite obvious. Well, Arsenal for no HMs, okay, we are willing to pay. Yeah, bet ya. Confirm si kana omo pene die. Say Tottenham for some mama saying you bet you more than Tottenham for the mama. Ensuite. Martin says say you more conclude on 60 million pounds plus 7.5 million pounds out, so that's like 67.5 million pounds. That's the figure I'm hearing this morning. As a some babe catcher. Well, a better chase into Yamia Tumwa. We be a done Arsenal for Efa Ama boy no so Akonyamia Tuma Friday a better chase a better medicals Eddie Ama Arsenal no ababe Arsenal place. They say Arsenal for near break, send Arsenal for she team no more than once now when you compete clubs na kano. Hey! Many Arsenal for lineup. Na me share said the basi aya. Master, the way Arsenal are gradually building team, David Raya, Jiren Timber, Louis Kelly, Gabriel Magalhaes, and William Saliba. Ooh. Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard. Any one Bereche Eze, Victor Gyökeres, and Bukayo Saka. Master, one more Arsenal, say, Master. The way Arsenal are building the team, Master. I like that. Now, when it was Arsenal for 1 year, hey, that's a more to go, Dibiana. Aye. Arsenal for to go. But the way Arsenal are spending, so many me on town. Our transfer markets anymore. Must be brutal. Into the way they are spending, I'm just assuming say be Andrew better. Our plans. Wow, Arsenal. Say Morgan Rogers. Arsenal are on home. Morgan Rogers, Aston Villa, attacking midfielder. Arsenal so akon home. Timu say die. Hwe. And they say Arsenal fans they are too excited to the extent they say. Woko Arsenal call Emirates tunnel di mono. Enra na Jonua makwa draw e bereche eze. Enyema draw the moral crowd there to. Hey, I'm on for a fast to. Enra na Jonua makwa draw e there to. Me pacho for mami na ye na because very fun, very fun. We had the kind of drawing Arsenal for a day amount of is the supporters now. It's very beautiful. So you can imagine, and I don't know how draw such things. And the way into the last minute, we be sounds saying very interested. I mean, say a better Nyamia do my head say Friday. We call no Americas 18 Haven. Manchester United for different could be saying about Matis Cunha or Secunya the Omunim da essence they've played against him or a fantastic player on the baller or Hajin ye Pantanano our opportunity any Eden Heaven a training together no or boy no or lots of qualities into Eden Heaven about Manchester United no obebo mu pa. Meanwhile say Joshua Zexi or say who come Manchester United inside and outside the pitch or say the kind of bonding send you wesian kabom o mu di jumano kono ye papa so come on the crest say the kind of unity of Manchester United better than that of last year in say so far or say omo hope say o metimi translate sa bond no into the next games do when him say be translate or pitch no so am for who sampa omo team no say ekɔ nanim ye pa enko Barcelona for training grounds kakra na yanko bonko mo say team no prepare for the game against Levante enya some ketwa say one dilemma the issue with Danny Olmo and Abranca Femi Lopez, coach, the amount say likely say be about Danny Olmo. I've told you, say once Danny Olmo is fit, nobody fit can take his position on the number 10 jersey. Master Danny Olmo, no, but the engineer, the coaches, no, and I'm try as much as possible to manage the situation. But what I've been told, say the Ekeka corner, Danny Olmo will probably start. But the United coach, say our training grounds, but training grounds, the essential for Kakro. I say, oh, you should Danny Olmo more, but let's see what will happen here. Mundo Deportivo newspaper, Diaba front page, or say meeting for Frankie De Jong. Meeting for Frankie De Jong. Of course, a contract extension. And Comodia no Sugusua Ecoso Giddy. Say, paying for ever concluded. My country says, say, Frankie De Jong on any agents, no, a party ways, says, I hope it's anywhere near me, yeah, or makes me extend the contract because coach, yes, all no, we say, boy, no. Oyano ewo Barcelona finfin we pa. Meanwhile, sports newspaper the buy 30 million for Marc Casado. 30 million for Marc Casado. Of course, you can't say story in the actual say clubs are not ever for Marc Casado, no. Omunina don't want 30 million. And I don't want air quote for Marc Casado. And see, I know they are to front page. Meanwhile, Napoli forces was sanswa baby for Ramos Højlund. No commando guswa ekosu gede nyasam ketwa Ramos Højlund to Napoli no. But who sa sanswa sorry pa. You trying the baby bia ye the one saman so edible pro. Meanwhile, we check Le Sportiu newspaper or say to loan and sell. To loan and sell. Inaki Pena. Plan say penny 4% more extended contracts no we are. Na fe omo hudi obey afi so place ni bi wo so a omo person omo ja omo kwan no model register place ni bi Inaki Pena ya Canadian Hector Ford or Romeo person omo yi omo nyina fi books no mo send a registration for Hoja Sheshini, Gerard Martin, Rooney Baji, Mark other place other place in Barcelona for bet me a register or Montano and a less sportive for and so at the air well Edson Alvarez a player defensive midfielder or Bobo Edmond West Ham United and can in only Kudus and an Ayas. Oba Premiership na amfano kra all ko for the Bachi inti deal no dan me no ka say enne and I bring for Edson Alvarez ebe sign the contract no and so a day amafa na Bachi and no someone to pay few oba and Real Madrid and then pay for say coach a catch up places obi anya na home e ofie wo ji wa home for ofie make sure say masa mon ko nante godin sem hunu enti obi anja na home nkwa jima home wo fie na afei the following day na mosoma ba for training it's Jambi Alonso I'm a pleasant rest kakra well the last 5 years they say wope teams are spending kese pa our transfer markets the last 5 years Chelsea 1.77 billion euros. Ooh, 1.77 billion euros. Hey, Manchester United 1.07 billion euros. We yay my you to spending in your chimfa so be any also. PSG 1.04 billion. Manchester City $973 million. It is say $1 billion for the million for them. Arsenal $922 million. Tottenham $878 million. Seven. Liverpool proper business. I love this. 788 million. Juventus, another team, 680 million. Now about Newcastle, a toss of 9th, 677 million. West Ham United, 10th, Europe, 642 million. West Ham. Oh. Yeah. Mamisha 11th. 11th here, Nottingham Forest. England clubs, you know. Nottingham, $650 million. 12, Aston Villa, $605 million. 13, Bayern Munich, 604. Into West Ham, Nottingham class expenditure Bayern Munich. You can imagine. 14th, RB Leipzig. 15, Brighton. Into me for the last 15 years to cry. Sorry, the last 5 years. Oh, check it. Top spenders. Europe. 15, first 15. England for Chelsea, Man U, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Newcastle, West Ham, Nottingham, Aston Villa, Brighton. 11. Ha! 11. Oh. Wow. England for the year. Oh, sika omu sika omu pa, but say you munyina so na spend it right. Wow. Anyway, anyway, there strange pa, but over anything. Julian Ward, AM Aqua we pa maybe pa number 6. Say no see body ye pa no Benfica na club the brain. Pen say o munching labat. Matter so much say master. Omo jano kwanya manako. Ono kra matter say El Shabab before na epen. Julian Ward, Aquawi, and maybe clubs no behind in Hunjai. Chelsea for so a release almost third jersey Eddie Ababo thing. Chelsea third jersey, no, the okay, I throw back to 2004 2005 season. It's throwback. As I said, next video, me bet him jersey no more bet chire as chire di achire kakra. Bet him kakra. It's a 70 chire. Next video. I mean, see, you have a trim. What I say? And no, deals are not so echo. So, matters a Crystal Palace for no issue interest. Kiyomu say us now for Monday, berry chamber, where they Kiyo no. Monfaso so more says to say, Minion grown and echo. So, almost well, it's me. I wanted the plane in the Amamodia. Send ye and no ask one no. What I say? I send be anyone. Someone say, anyway, La Liga for so. Somewhere punish where my yoka for say na normally Barcelona for share omo ye chance bi to nyom bi editia Barcelona penifo no so mo so sebi insemu no so sa enti say my yoka for omo nya careful Nottingham Forest for so a fly a brand friend Douglas Lewis on kwanso oba nyame adom a ye ne odru ya or ye medicals e wo Nottingham into o move from Juventus and now no Aston Villa no call Juve oba back to Nottingham say ne na Douglas Lewis ebeye ne medical. Say Tottenham for say bereche amfa de Savinho straightforward City for Mosemo nton so mo bua kra mo beton sika no ye betum nka mo price na ye ntua. Say de Savinho Tottenham for say hey all out all attack. Yes so there Savinho be call there City kwa for Rodrigo. Ne just say afa Tottenham for so ne eja almost so Takafusa Kubo so almost so akono ho ebio say there Tottenham for they are too desperate. What I say Manchester United are point say Stephen Toppy as the director of academy football can you know Brentford nti we chine say one deal so a delay pa Kolonwani from PSG to Juventus say omoye deal in permanent and also omoya sanso atoaso o loan deal na che brutal difference in nie matter say PSG for no say loan ni obligation ni one total figure ni nyina 70 Juventus say they make me and say total figure ni nyina be 45 and no na aka nti still no ano deal ni dem say e be che brutal West Ham for say Raheem Sterling bra name ni sikatiwa kutia so ate Sterling assembly yay right there assemble to almost something na ketua so mo panic Chelsea RB Leipzig for CEO Marcel Schaffer and ko bi sansa wa kwada ye friend Xavi Simons ya te say okọ Chelsea won some akwakosi say Schaffer say oya aware say boy no our great ambitions so be club compete our person jelly go boy na catch no or ya aware na mom de obetimi aka no say bid ne ba na it makes economic sense a omo beton inti say clubs na see e boy no omo make bid a ebe make economic sense to them say e okay kwa de omo no omo beton but say enye okay omo boy no enko inti Chelsea we de madaroma nkofo ne say monfa offer papa emfa emra the same Leipzig way most so per play features I don't know Leipzig for so yes sir most per Christopher Nkunku who be the Leipzig for the say on bay Leipzig for the say yeah per Christopher Nkunku ye niska o ye bit me in the loan o say mu na mu o be for player o catch any for say I on make it proper economic term now crowd you're willing to do swap o ji wisika o be for Chelsea player there o say ye de ye niska ye bit me ye de amawa a loan Kuku dem say e yagbo Chelsea so ye radi yesu Vincent company ana unko bisan say we nim wo for na say mo squad na I kit na so dem we 4 experienced players enkwada na yamienu ana game no muso so eye dia Rafael Guerrero and Tom Bishop omo nyina betimi akobo anim wo bi ntino problem bi eni wo say ekunimu ye dia we man kwada no opportunity ama mo etimi abo well Max Abel and mo ko bisan about Nick Vortamandi and I say kofo bebre akansan bebre afa kwada na o si akan o Stuttgart take or Bayern Munich o say no kre na emu for now ne de bibie ni we table no so deal no omayi omani e de free deal no so a omo ehwe omanim nti eno ensem a Max Abel Bayern Munich mpanyi enso aka with regard to dealer eno so ekosmate say coach Ruben Amorim aka acha Ramos Hoylon ne say hwe Napoli for no mo pe no be kwa ko ni san say mate sa wo so nya wadwen say wo ko na me de betimi aya ma no say what's na o mo bo ni bio maka mu no credit a kire what's na board me ma wo mo bo ni bio nti ebe ya makwan ni ndi weni na kɔ na wo kɔ a ebe boa wo say Lamine Yamal enre okomunako ja say ma beka so ni Nicky Nicole girls say the empena twe ne de atwe tan nyasam kitwa wo nti Lamine Yamal ene Nicky Nicole de no enre ansantuafo kɔ tɛ omu hu omu say eh ujafo uni anyway ike one so deal mate say nyame adom a likely so me move from the club akɔ ebia until say what they almost say nyamboche window no be close and be bia betimi is a possibility say obefi club with ma akɔ no e wo soro Juventus for e wo defender friend Lloyd Kelly Crystal Palace for akɔ bisa na say Kelly wadi brana bebo ball England back now call Juve amfa sanso bra England na be sakan enso efamaye Alexander Isak and I saw something on IG so Isak is so there or bro I say they can say what they want but I'm leaving Newcastle are the Israel oh there we Yifriso master I dare no person free wa free wa some dream when you choka na for so be so what I say if you want to leave you can leave but what I don't like I already you've saw the statement about one that's all what I said that's all and no I feel still now go so true name maybe sir boy no adwuma why no bedroom maybe no we football bet me akọ Newcastle no mama standing over Charlie we're making history but if you're not careful na ade na why you Newcastle no why ni akwa paper there's a proper way of leaving the club though penyifo no you almost stubborn what I say but when you careful na adwuma why ni nyina wo ba be say no me sanso aba na me de foforo e di abro